You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday, the 25th of December, 2024. It is 4 days after the winter solstice. It is 85 days before the spring equinox. By the Western Christian calendar, today is Christmas Day. By the Hebrew calendar, it is the 25th day of Kislev at sunset tonight. This is the first night of Hanukkah. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 5th day of Nivose, the day of the chien, the dog. The sun rises today at 7:18 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 11:55 a.m. The sun sets today at 4:34 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 5:05 p.m. Nautical twilight ends at 5:39 p.m. The length of daytime today is 15 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 25% full at midday. The new moon will arrive on Monday, the 30th of December. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the early morning, high tide, 5:30 a.m., 1 meter 23. Near midday, low tide, 11:52 a.m., 15 centimeters. In the early evening, high tide, 5:56 p.m., 99 centimeters. At night, low tide, 11:56 p.m., 14 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, yesterday's dusting of an inch of snow allowed us to see what creatures stalked the backyards. Tracks of mourning doves, pigeons, and squirrels showed which of our animal companions are out and about. Commemorations. On this day in the year 274, the Roman Emperor Aurelian dedicated a temple to Sol Invictus, the unconquered sun. The Roman cult of Sol Invictus may have inspired Christians to designate this day as Christmas Day. On this day in 1776, George Washington crossed the Delaware. On this day in 1831, the Great Jamaican Slave Revolt began. Although the revolt was not successful in overturning slavery on the island, almost a fifth of the enslaved joined the uprising. Just a few years later, slavery would be abolished throughout the British Empire, in part of what had transpired on this day. On this day in 1741, astronomer Anders Celsius introduced the centigrade temperature scale. On this day in 1745, Chevalier de Saint-Georges, the Caribbean French violinist, composer, and conductor, was born. On this day in 1810, L. Langstroth was born. The distinguished American apiarist used the concept of bee space to devise a hive with removable frames that facilitated the harvest of honey without enraging the hive. On this day in 1821, Clara Barton was born in North Oxford, Massachusetts. She founded the American Red Cross. And on this day in 1907, Cab Calloway, American singer-songwriter and bandleader, was born. Alternate side of the street parking is suspended in New York City today in honor of the Christmas holiday. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday, the 25th of December, 2024.